What up, what up, what up? Bankroll Tim bedded up. Still on the 96 Impala SS. Showing y'all what I'm doing with narrowing, or cutting ends off, clocking the ends down. So you can see, there's my narrowing bar right there. It's got the outside pucks. I got the end on it. I figured out where I want it. It's a little bit of a gap on this side. I'm gonna double measure. I think I hit it when I was putting the other side in. But as you can see, there's the 9-inch empty pig right there. And then you can see inside there, you can see the puck. So there's a puck on that side, there's a puck on the other side, boom. And that holds the true center line, you know what I'm saying? Boom. I twisted the ends, that's why looks like it's a little off, because when I cut it, my cuts weren't perfect. You don't have to worry about your cuts being perfect, because you're gonna line it all back up, you're gonna do your measurements and all that. And then when you tack it, stuff like that. But these are the pucks that are 9-inch. This bar setup is Mittler Brothers. It's like $900 for this bar setup. It comes with all the outside pucks, inside pucks. I'm trying to hold this light and do it. But anyway, anti-roll, boom. Coilers, boom. I still haven't cut this off. I'm gonna cut the fill off right there. And again, it doesn't need it. Yeah, I mean, seriously, how would you get up in there to pour the oil in there anyways? So, but it's gonna be close to the anti-roll, so that's why I'm getting rid of it. Boom. Bam. So, took a minute to cut the ends off. I just used the Sawzall on that, which I use that DeWalt Sawzall battery, and it wore out my battery pretty fast. Let the blade do the cutting. When you do the cutting, I use DeWalt cutoff wheels. I use DeWalt Sawzall, DeWalt Impact, DeWalt Sawzall blades. Boom. But yes, 7-inch lip, SD forged. You can see right back over there. Booyah. Trying to get this one done. I know I got a lot of time in it, and then I got a lot of time not in it, because I got so much other shit going on that I'd be trying to take care of. So, but just wanted to show you guys this, so that way you guys didn't think I was bullshitting. But as you can see now, you can see the clock. This one, I put a center line just so I can measure the line to see how far I clocked it down. So this side gives me the idea, because this is the side that I had the caliper on. So it's like 1 inch. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. This would be I'll tack this side where I want it, boom. And then I'll put my degree wheel on these edges, and I'll see what this degree says on this side, and then I'll transfer that degree to that side. So that's why that side doesn't really have a line or anything on it. Just a yellow mark for front and back. Boom. But yeah, I cut on the inside of the weld, because there's a race inside there that holds that bearing. And like I said, see, my cut wasn't perfect at all. It was crooked. The blade's a 6-inch blade, and then when you're trying to cut on that fatter, you know, the guard is on this side and on that side, and you're trying to keep it straight, and the blade walks. But again, the cut doesn't have to be perfect, because you're gonna line it back up, bevel the edges. I beveled the edges, as you can see, so that way when I weld it back together, boom. But all right, y'all, I'm on it. I'm on it. 96 Impala SS, Bankroll Tim, bedded up. I'm up in here, tripping on everything. Front wheel is on it. You can see it's close to the front bumper area, which will get trimmed just a little bit. But when the car sits down, the suspension actually goes up towards the back. You know what I'm saying? Then it centers the wheel when it's up there. So I did that little underside nick here because these fenders like rolled straight under. So I got rid of that, because obviously, you know, with the turning, it turns into there. Boom. Some people say, oh, you didn't have to do that. Oh, this, that. Oh, wait. Okay, so those cars that are not cut, quote, when you see them in person, if you see them in person, you'll see if they're not cut, the tires rubbed into place or whatever. Anyways, I just want the car to be 100 when it goes out, drive down the road, and turn the steering wheel and get full turn, not be rubbing plastic or anything. You know, do it one time, not have to do it again. All right. Got my son in there, a little bedded up, a little Bankroll. He's gonna drive around the parking lot, shit like that. But she'd be riding. Like I said, me and Big Lou, we was up in there. I'm 275 pounds. And Big Lou, he up there too. So it wasn't rubbing. And I know I said before that the sounds were in this, but the sounds are not in this. But that back end sitting that low, there's not a scrub, there's not a rub, nothing. No noise. I got the Viking coilovers set at 7 on compression and 14 on rebound. So I've been having better luck with these cars at a higher rebound with better riding, just like Juan's twin turbo dunk set his rebound up pretty high, and his car is riding way better. So I'm just showing you guys, you know, I mean, it's got full turn, as you see right there, and it's got that custom alignment. You see the wheel lean when it's turning. Boom. No rubbing. Yes, I did trim the front of the tire on the bumper, and I had to trim on the back side. These fenders roll under the car, so with it being rolled under, you know, when the wheel would turn, it would hit it. And then you got the e-brake cable on the driver's side that goes right behind the left wheel well. So the cable pushes that wheel well out some, you know, they make more room for it. But I turned around, obviously I cut it up a little higher, but everything's all cleaned up. Wheel wells are all cleaned up, everything's painted up, hole underneath the car is cleaned up. But yeah, that boy tucking pretty good. I know the one pictures I have of it sitting down, on wheels on with the car sitting down with the wheel tucked up in there. Obviously there was no rear end in the car, and for it to sit that low, the actual part of the rear end behind the backing plate would actually touch the rear end. So in order to sit that low, it would need some other framework, custom frame setup. See if I can get the whole passenger side, just like I just did the driver's side. But I mean, everything's clean, real clean. I like to do real clean work. Been doing it, but now I just take the time to make everything cleaner. And these back wheels are by 10, which is 11 overall. So this car has a 3/4 spacer on the back, so if he wanted to go with an 8-inch lip, he could put an 8-inch lip on there, depending on if the back lip can be smaller than the one that's on here. You know what I'm saying? It would basically move the center of the wheel in an inch. You would add an inch to the outside and shorten up an inch on the inside, however the barrels work. Whoever deals with that, I know. But yeah, I mean, I know this is just parking lot pimping right here, but just showing you guys over all the bumps and everything, how everything goes. Everything's smooth as hell, real smooth. Full turn, it's all there. I'm gonna call dude here in a minute. Have him come get it. I already called him yesterday, he know. Took it to the car wash last night, cleaned it up, brought it back in the shop. I put some spray wax on it. There were some spots that were just dirtier than the rest. But yeah, there we are, another one rolling. He said he'd taken it to go put a motor and stuff in it, a drive shaft to get lengthened, and it'll come back, you know, a little adjustment depending on motor wise. You know, this got the LT1 in it, weight wise set of motor, and if he's putting the LS in it, this and that, if it changes weight, if it's lighter, the front of the car is going to come up a little. If it's heavier, the front of the car is going to go down a little. So then I'll be able to readjust everything. And again, with the back, it's got a little bit of a negative pinion right now, which is fine, but a little more than I normally set it at. But I cannot adjust the rear end back anymore without the drive shaft coming out of the trans. So the drive shaft is seriously only in the trans about a ½ inch right now. So he knows he needs a drive shaft. There was no sense in getting a drive shaft made now when he's going to change the motor. Obviously, you guys understand that. But all right, y'all, there it is. Bankroll Tim, bedded up Kustoms, Impala SS 96, 26-inch, 7-inch lip, SD4s, rolling. Big ass brakes. We're about to talk today when he gets here about the back, because he wants to upgrade the back to a bigger setup than what is on there, because obviously you can't see the back. But alright y'all, Bankroll Tim bedded up. I'm out.